You're viewing the Tarot Insight channel, and justice is a big part of this reading. There is someone who you feel really guilty about something, yet it has not stopped you from reaping what you have sown when it comes to the shadow side that you released. Okay, so this is what you're feeling so guilty about, something that you felt like you needed, you had to have it, whether it was revenge or something else, um, whether it was just basic things that you're concerned with the consumption of. You do have some regrets about it. For some of you, this has brought on some legal matters. For some of you, it's just law and order in effect. And there is someone who tried to stop someone else from finding out something significant, try to stop some news that was incoming, and you will be reaping what you have sown. This is what's coming in, and that is disappointment. That's why you've been experiencing some disappointment that has come in. I'm not talking to everyone, someone specific here. Um, Someone's efforts that you have been putting forth, those efforts will be returning to you. The loyalty will be returning to you. Also, some money is going to be returned to someone. Something that you have put forth um, is coming back your way. So this is some responsibility that you had that you didn't make light of. The efforts are connected to this cash flow that is incoming. Now, there's someone who put a rush on something, or they were trying to put a rush on something, and no one was paying them any attention. That's what I'm getting. So either they rushed or they were trying to put a rush on something. Yes. And what's going on is that it's paying off in some sense. And the person who didn't listen, that something needed to be sped up, then something else happened. So this was like maybe someone was, in the middle of making some sort of choice, and it could have been tied to something like a lease or something else, something that it was, not of their making, this scenario where time was an issue. And so if you were trying to, like, say, be a roommate for this person, that is what ended up occurring, to where, or it's about to occur, to where you're going to, because you weren't up to speed, you will be reaping what you have sown as far as time wise. Also, with the spiritual realm, someone has been learning a lot. The time you put into that is coming forth, being returned to you as far as your spiritual powers. They are, something in the spiritual realm is coming to fruition. It's becoming stronger for you. the effort that someone put in when they felt like, so if you felt like you were abandoned, the effort that you put in to keep going despite that, the universe is rewarding you for that effort. And someone was optimistic, and that optimism is paying off. You're going to be reaping the optimism seeds that you put in, the work that you put in. Someone has put a lot of their stakes in love and attraction. They've steady been DMing someone or something. And this energy you put out, even if it's not coming from this particular person, and it may come from this person, there is this romance, power, this energy that is coming back your way. So this energy alone that you put out is on a return for you. The hard work that someone has put in to master something in truth, justice is rewarding you for that. The point that you have made to just put in extra effort, that's coming back to you. There is law and order coming in for someone to where, okay, this is the Page of Cups here. And so someone is giving something back. So they are helping out because they have been helped out. So this is showing us that that's what's going on here with this Page of Cups. Like, I'm going to, for clarity, because this is about like natural gifts. So this could be anything from like really good weather that the universe is providing to someone, you know, putting in extra efforts due to, you know, wanting to keep that general velocity going. And with the Page of Cups, someone is doing this in an original type of way, of course. Someone is they're catering to another person's sensitivity because their sensitivity was catered to. This is sweet and friendly, fresh energy. And it's not worried about, whoever this is, they're not worried about what other people think. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that for this person or that person? And this person also has some unique psychic insight. And someone was curious about the way someone else did things, and that made a difference to them. And they are catering to them, whatever it is that they're interested in. They're trying to make sure they find out, you know, more about whatever it is that they have this interest in. Also, when it comes to something that a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries has done to this other Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, payback from the universe that's what's going on. Also, for what this Aquarius has done, this Gemini, with this Gemini or to this Gemini, they will be reaping what they have sown, as well as this Aries person will be reaping what they have sown when in regards to this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The bottom of the deck energy. Ooh. is this disagreeableness. A lot of irritation there. That is the energy that's being acted upon. Disagreeable, just not conducive to people getting along at all. That's the energy, unfortunately. So that's what's behind whatever is not going to plan at the moment. It's just people just not able to agree despite justice being in the air. I appreciate that, Sunny Truth. However, with this disagreeableness in the air, I just want to see what advice is coming in. I'll just remain. This is about remaining true to your own standards of behavior. Despite this disagreeable energy in the air, this is about still remaining disciplined, so that you won't say, "Oh man, I wasn't disciplined at that point in time." This anger, this resentfulness, this other people, hammering in these other mindsets, this other energy. It caused this, it caused that, and yeah, I participated type of deal. This is about remaining disciplined. That's the advice. Just clarifying advice coming in. Oh, it's just popping out. And that way, even if you have some solitary moments because of all the disagreeableness, you will feel secure in that. You will feel good about that peace that you have, that sense of being someone who is, not swayed or dependent upon others. This is contentment in your own solitude, despite people going back and forth like on a rampage. That's the message that's incoming. What more can I say? Okay. Is this person trying to appear sought after? I'll go ahead and answer that for you. Okay, there could be an issue with patience here, with temperance coming in. So perhaps this person is feeling like something is not coming to pass. And so they could be doing different things, doing other things, being with other people, because temperance is a really big issue here. It's what's coming out. So there could be a need for moderation, because temperance represents the fusing process of refinement, and maybe they're refusing to be refined, or maybe they need to be refined. it's in practicing symmetry. It's being able to stay grounded or needing to keep yourself grounded in all the worlds to which you belong. So if you belong to, say, a world where, you know, you don't see, or the world that you are residing in, per se, your energy doesn't see fit to, you know, not sleep around or not, do that, not be with other people, then you have this other world. You're like this astronaut. You're going back and forth. With temperance, it's keeping yourself grounded in the worlds, not just world. It's like plural, to which you belong. That's the book. Significance of temperance. The path is unfolding above as well as beyond you. And it's about you making a decision to follow it to new heights or to stay level at the heights that you have been dwelling or visiting, if you will. It's about the ability to also hold oppositional awareness with comfort. So someone may know you care, and then they have this oppositional awareness of the reality of the situation, of the scenario. And so they are caught up in trying to balance all aspects of life to find baseline equilibrium. So it's quite complex, this answer that's coming in. It could be that they are behaving in a way that is actually generational. They could even perceive that you are behaving in a way that is generational for you. And so whatever is going on, it's actually leading to purification, whether or not they're just trying to appear sought after, or whether or not they are partaking in, nibbling pleasure here, nibbling pleasure there, or whatever they feel they absolutely just are placed in a position to have to do as they process whatever's going on. So that's what's coming in as far as your answer here. Temperance. See, moderation could be what's being called for as far as on the spiritual realm. However, if that's what they're going to do, they may be placed in a position to where they have to cut off other possibilities because they have to remain exclusive in a sense. So if they're not practicing this modified type of world to world, variation here, because this shows that there's more than one world that they have become accustomed to. Maybe a world to where things look perky and they look, ideal, and then this reality that they have been bombarded with. So patience, again, is a big factor here. So if they could move forward, they probably, could be more in line with whatever it is that you feel, is questionable with them. And then again, there's also that generational input that's coming in. But definitely patience is this factor that is contributing to whatever's going on. So if there's an issue with patience, that is going to be where your answer lies right there. That patience is, whatever is driving them, this lack of patience or the patience that they have, or this need to be grounded and temperate. That is, what's coming up. So bringing that in, reeling it in, it could be that, if that patience, whatever they're waiting for, is secured, it could be that they're better able to manage, whatever it is that you expect from them. It could be, see, I looked it up for them, like what's going on with them. And this signifies that they have a need to be grounded, that they are looking at things going on. But see, for your advice, let's see what comes up in the way of your advice. There's news that's going to be available, that's incoming for you specifically. So you're going to find out more about whatever's going on with this person soon. It's in the pipeline. It's going to become more clear. This person has some emotional upheaval that they need to work through. That's still coming in for them. And this could also be what you have. You guys may both have emotional upheaval, because that's what's coming in. This represents success. So maybe, what was coming in for you is that there's success. So maybe there's something that you wanted, some behavior from this person that you are getting on an unconscious level. So did you really want this person to be out here doing this and that? That's what's coming in with the sun is success. So maybe you wanted this person to behave a certain way for other people to witness it, or that way maybe it shows that this person is not up to par with what's going on, not up to par with your expectations, your desires, because this shows it shows some excitement, it shows success, it shows health, love, it shows safety, it shows brilliance, and it shows that life is stunning. Life is dripping with enchantment when you see the sun here. So maybe it's just showing that this person is enchanted by you, or vice versa, you're enchanted by this person. It could be that you both are enchanted, as well as both suffering from some emotional upheaval here. It's quite interesting that these will come up together like this. So let's see about getting a little bit of clarity. So there's attraction. Look at this. It's the Lover's card. So there's an issue with patience. There's emotional upheaval. There's enchantment. Maybe you can help me figure why these cards are coming out, why this is coming out like this. This signals courtship, affairs, as well as dangerous liaisons. So it could be that you guys are being called towards a dangerous liaison. It could mean that one or both of you have had dangerous liaisons. This also signifies a couple, a new relationship, duality, erotic love, passion. And this also shows excitement, as well as the Sun card. As far as the Black and Gold Tarot book that comes with it, that's how it's coming in as defining the Lovers. Also, sanctified love and attraction are, again, pushing to new heights, pushing you to new heights that you never knew even existed. So this could be you learning to see things a certain way and love in a certain way that you didn't know you could. Romance and everything it entails and arouses is coming in with erotic love. There's fire and energy at play in your life. And there is this continuous ability to build upon this excitement with what you guys have going on. Choice is very important in keeping this type of energy going. So if you feel like this person isn't fit, so that you can find better energy, then you would need to release how you've been feeling. Or work on releasing it. Well, again, when I dug into that question of if they were seeing other people, the need for moderation came in with the Temperance card. So there's a need for moderation in this person's behavior, or there's a need for them to continue on despite patience. They could be impatient. And what I'll do is pull a couple of more cards to try to clarify for you why Temperance was coming up. So the Death card came up with lots of choices. So I guess there has to be a need to stop looking at these other choices, and perhaps this person doesn't see a need. So is it in your actions? Is it in your lack of actions that they don't feel like a real crucial need to stop represented here, looking at all these many choices? Perhaps they need something on your end of it, whether it's like a different behavior tactics on your part, of doing things, or showing that you are for real gonna move forward. Because again, death is coming in and it represents expiration followed by renewal, mortality, cessation, entropy, resurrection, regeneration, change. There is a paradox of life here that shows that transformation is the essence of life. It's about old patterns and habits that need to be let go of to make room for new and empowering embracing of something different, and cherishing moments at the same time. So if you give them a moment to cherish or more moments to cherish, that could be helpful, because it looks like they know what choice is standing out the most, as you can see here. We can check it out. So there are a lot of choices, and there seems to be this lack of a need. Perhaps they're thinking that you're not going to move forward no matter whether or not they make a choice. That's what that indicates. Early. I do see other choices there. Now let's check and see what's coming your way. Oh, there go the lovers. Let's get the clarity on the lovers. So if you accept it, I do see dating, at least one date. Could be multiple dates. Could be with one person, could be with multiple individuals. So yeah, there's the lovers card and all those coins coming in. So just to reiterate about the lovers, to break that down for you, because you just got in here. Courtship, affairs, dangerous liaisons. The lover's archetype contains the fire and energy of erotic love at play in your life and the ability to build upon the excitement that it enables you to have. It is sanctified love and attraction, pushing you to new heights you never knew existed. The lovers show us that it's possible, but not sustainable sometimes. Romance and everything it entails and arouses. So this is about a couple, attraction, love, passion, and then there is this. Okay, so you have this ideal for all of the love there, and yet someone is feeling alone, but they're satisfied alone. You know, there is pleasure being found in luxurious solitude here, the ability to be alone as well as with others, personal legacy that has been passed down to you. And that's interesting that it's coming up because we were talking about generational behavior playing a part in how someone is seeing what's going on or perceiving how things should be or what is probably going on in the background that they may not be fully aware of. The cultivation of who you are is coming in here with the Nine of Pentacles. Loyalty that can be counted upon if things get more serious. This is slow and steady development of the soul that is underlying here. Ease, fancy, self-care as well, being something someone is doing or is concerned about. So with these two coming in, let's see why they both are coming in. Just more clarity. Two of Wands. So someone may want to travel. With this Two of Wands coming in, the world is in this person's hand here. It signifies partnerships and the hatching of ideas. So there may be an idea or a plan when it comes to meeting up with this person who you are attracted to, who is also attracted to you. Someone is in the planning stage of when you can envision the big picture and take the time to plot out your steps. Taking the time as you put your plan together to ensure that it will succeed. You stand in the place of safety right at this moment with all of the possibilities spread out before you. Although you may have feelings that are coming in as duality, the world is still, like they say, your oyster here. As you decide whether or not you want to take that risk with this love and attraction coming in. Because it's going to bring some luxury your way as well. Anything else to know about what's going on with this love that's coming in? Okay, so this person may have given you a gift or may give you a gift. You may choose to respond by giving this person a gift as well. You guys have somewhat of a psychic connection here. You guys have feelings to where, they are mirroring one another. I do see a gift here. And then you could be torn between putting anything into this attraction and other obligations that you have. These are obligations that serve you. However, this does signify that you could be somewhat overworked, especially if you don't make a little bit of time for this love that is coming into your life. Any work that you've put in as far as the attraction, it is in the process of paying off too. So is it gonna change your tactics? Whatever works, huh? How do you mean that the clarifiers make sense? Like, can you let me know something tangible or what? I mean, it's encouraging to me to see how things make more sense. Overworked, huh? Well, it's coming through right here. Well, I'm happy that the reading was able to help to clarify. Let's see. The readings were broken in half. I read for the person before you, and then I read for you. So then, yeah, you heard your reading. That one too. That one was for you. Oh. So was the person speaking of like something that happened with other people, or was it in the past? Or did they not like really say if it was in the past or if it was recently? Because it could be that they just are sharing information of just the whole spectrum of their dating life from the past to now. Oh. Just offering my little input. That's all. Alrighty then. Let's see if some general energy comes in at the bottom back of the deck. Hmm. There is a choice that's standing out. That is what's coming in with all the cups here. So they're you know, it's a representation of a lot of different, possibilities. And then there's one that stands out quite a bit. Let's see the book definition. Would be how many cups are those? There, a bunch. Okay, so the bottom of the deck energy is showing that daydreaming leads to inspiration with real world consequence. If you can imagine it, it can become a reality. And someone in this reading mentioned, I think, projection. And it says here that projections on others reveal deep truths about the self. Your mind's eye projected in future creative projects is apparent here. Imagination as well is obvious here. Fanciful thinking is actually conjuring something at this point. And fantasy may be something someone does not want to let go of, even though it's being conjured. So it's actually solidifying, it's taking place, and it's becoming reality. And maybe someone is nervous about moving forward because they think the fantasy of it will end when that's not the case here. Fantasy has actually been conjured. And that's the book's definition here with black and gold. Tarot. Try to make it seem recent. Well, let's see why that was. Because now you have me wondering. Maybe it was in case it sparked some disagreeableness, some distance, some argument, and then this idea here that is taking off as if, you know, it was an idea of I need to say something, that it'll be for the best for me to say something, is what I'm getting here. Oh, and compassion. Compassion and wisdom. So whatever this person said, and whether they took it back or not, they did it in compassion and wisdom, their own wisdom, feeling like that's what they needed to do because they didn't want an argument to develop. And again, it's about whether or not someone wants to, you know, make a move toward a world of, you know, towards this person who is attracted to them. It could be viewing it as, you could be viewing it as risky from what I'm seeing here. The advice is that strong action is warranted if you do want to move forward. Why though? Why is it warranted? Because this is like a severe attraction. This is love that needs to be acted upon or either ignored, I guess, because it's saying that strong action, that's the advice. Strong action is necessary. Maybe to get your point across, maybe to benefit from those feelings. You probably are going to benefit from them, just the warm fuzzies, but just to be able to build upon it, on that love, that passion, and to make it, you know, less so much surreal and more, what was it standing for? Again, erotic, as well as it's there's a word, specific word, that is sanctified. Okay, in order to sanctify it, in order to have it the way you want it, in order to, you know, if someone is concerned, I think this is for the person who is concerned about whether or not this person is doing things on the side. If they're having an issue with patience, it could be causing them not to modify in some areas their behavior. They could have some other stuff going on as well. However, if you want this to be sanctified, there is some type of action coming in as being required, showing that, you know, in a real way, that that's what you want. Because the attraction is there and the love is there. Juggling. Well, I'm not seeing juggling, because if the two of coins would have come up if there was some juggling going on. So I keep getting the Lovers card. But then there was distance of, you know, whether or not someone was thinking they wanted to move forward with riskiness. So how is it, you know, that the Lovers card keeps popping up? you know, I mean, it means love as well as erotic love. It could be a combination. However, if there's that much uncertainty there on whether or not someone's going to move forward, let's see if I can get clarity there. It just makes me wonder. Okay, so yeah, so the clarifier is possibly other nasty behavior that's contributing to it. So it could be an outsider making it difficult for this person in some way. So it could be some major plotting going on with this nasty behavior. This is all these words coming in here, which seems like a damper, to say the least. Let's see the book definition here of all the swords. Is all right, so this represents disputes that lead to negative behavior. This also represents taking advantage of another person's weaknesses. So if this person is, say, codependent, someone could be taking advantage of their weaknesses. And it's also reassuring you that your words have power for this person if you speak positivity to this person. So the advice is to use your words wisely and kindly. Mediation between arguing parties and being stuck in the middle of some trouble is where some breakdown in communication could be occurring. And it is time to walk away from anything negative and derogatory. So this person may need to walk away from it. However, they are playing a role in the current drama where someone is trying to perpetrate loss upon them. They're trying to cause them loss. Someone is being cruel because they have the upper hand and an unfair advantage over your person. There's victimhood, bullying, and possible abuse here. So this person seems to be a bit stuck in some capacity. I don't know. This could be mental, physical, but there is some questionable behavior coming in when this is showing up here. So that could also be a contributing force to whatever's going on. So just saying. You see juggling. You are welcome.